Seahawks are going to win.
Tonight, from CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
Yes, sir.
We'll see Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Jared Goff and the Los Angeles Rams.
One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Out come the Rams, and at the controls, the former Cal Bear standing at 6'4", quarterback Jared Goff.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2. But his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game now.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure he didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
21-yard line.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Now it's Carson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, Carson. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal at the 1. They'll try to run with Carson, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from a yard out, and the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator?
I'm going to see him going to the Timber Road for
I script
Warriors.
to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Good guards.
And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run.
Jason Myers.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive.
Because
They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
At the 41.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it with Carson.
Wilson with the handoff.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
The 48-yard line.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Flushed under pressure again, and down he goes again. Samson Abukum in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
The Pelicans need a PG. After trading trade,
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's
I
third
don't
and long
think
here.
it's likely.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
Oh, yeah.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. L.A. readies for its next possession. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big.
And Freeman lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
Two oversized guards is very versatile.
It's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees.
The 7-yard line.
Todd would be relieved. Apparently Clay has a lower leg injury.
To throw is Wilson.
Lonzo at the punt and Lamelo at small forward.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score.
Lamelo is a better shooter too.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good to make it 14-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, Pater. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried.
And a loose football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And now off to the races, down the right side. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense, dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And it is now 21-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football. We witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
That is crazy. They are screwed.
Jason Myers to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. On the return is Henderson. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
17 yards.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Play action. It's gone.
34
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Yeah. That would make sense now.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the draw, this will be Freeman. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They end up getting stuck twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And Forbath will put this one through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Now that's something of a pick-me-up, but the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 25.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Able to get this to Gordon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Steps away to his left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 26-yard line.
Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. Throwing again on second down. Goff. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now a first down throw. Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. Not much there, only a yard.
Tyler Higbee.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say, we'll see what happens. They're going to go for it. It's Goff. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
For the Seahawk field goal. A 65-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we send you cross-country, we now proceed to the start of the second half. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is DJ Reed returning. And he returns this to the 22.
DJ Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own
coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, it's Carson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 45.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got Lockett. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
on 2nd and 1. Wilson looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. 30. 10, and he will score. Touchdown, LA.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the 3rd quarter here. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's Reed returning. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
DJ Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one
How do you get Russell Wilson's
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He was credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Have to have 2nd and 9.
Wilson, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Being chased out left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone.
That's
and
a lot.
now 4th down.
That one brought back a few nightmares, because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there, having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
Their own 11.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
A gain of 9 yards.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down.
29-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Goff. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. Here's Johnny Hacker now. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Returnable for Lockett. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 29.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Hyde. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Walker is in on the stop.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And this is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Rams will go on offense here with the 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. On 1st down, Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Bobby Wagner, multiple times in All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the gun, here's Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line.
And
so from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Goff now looking to throw. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Throwing again is Goff. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. The Rams on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Goff on first down. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Josh Reynolds, 27 yards. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again. And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Yeah.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A give to Hyde out of the gun. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on. Now it's Goff. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now Goff. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. This pass complete to Reynolds. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Oh, that's a big pickup right there. That play might have saved them. Now they got to get up to the line of scrimmage quick. They've got to spike it.
Clock continuing to roll as the Rams trying to get going again.
Second and 5.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. The Seahawks, they are moving on as we say so long, everybody. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long. This is the development trait. Superstar. This is the ability. This player has a zone ability. This is a
Tonight, from CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington, it's the NFC Championship game. We'll see Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Jones looking to throw on second down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6.
1st and goal, Giants.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Jones pass.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now a toss right to Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jones. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Seattle's first go on offense forthcoming, and under center, of course, Russell Wilson.
Gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to pull on the uniform there. Beginning of his career, he was a so-called game manager. Take care of the football, rely on the defense. Now, in this stage of his career, the offense runs through him, and it runs very well.
At the 30-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
9-yard line.
On second down now, it's Carson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 46. Play action. Now Wilson escaping the pressure right. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. This is Carson. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On second down, it's Carson. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Again, the ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Carson. And that's good for us.
A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Steps away. Now he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. It's the veteran K.J. Wright, the disruptive force.
A loss of 12 yards.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
With the score, Seahawks 7, Giants 3.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Their own 43-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 43. He gives it off to Carson. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
The tackle made.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson, he'll find Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Big Dwayne Brown, the tackle, guilty there. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Intended for
an incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10.
12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Now here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Golden Tate, 67 yards. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
someone
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Will Disley, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard.
Play action. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go play action now. Wilson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. This is good for a 1st down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a 1st.
At the 29-yard line.
Check 26, check 26.
They go play action with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Jones pass.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 20.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Wilson now off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
off the play fake. Wilson, he lets it fly for Lockett. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 42 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Jones pass.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It leads to second and
10 from the 33-yard line. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught just inside the 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. On first down, Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action, Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. To throw is Wilson. Off play action. Flush to his right. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, Wilson steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. And I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Offense. Come on now. Let's go.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Flushed out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, The way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Jones sacked. A loss of 4.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And that will be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
First and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Wilson off the play fake, being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. We're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
To DK Metcalf. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Wilson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll go jet sweep here with Dorsett. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
4 yards.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
And goal.
Now Wilson. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Seahawks 27, Giants 10.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Vincent Mayowa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Jones. It's caught. Shepard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First down, New York.
Jones now on 1st down. It's brought in left side by Tate. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Golden Tate.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 46-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35.
First down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
Second and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Jones. Open man right side is Ingram. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 25-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
First down.
Jones throwing on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Jones
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Golden Tate.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the Seahawks 19-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into
Barkley hit and the ball pops free, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They go read option with Wilson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Wilson wants to throw it. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll buy some time right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jordan Brooks. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. 2nd and 11 now. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. The Seahawks are the NFC champs. Time for us to sign off. Thank you so much for watching. And good night, everybody. And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Man dropped the clipboard. He's retiring after that one. Also, draft starts in 10 minutes. Facts I am hype. It's starting.
Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. Super Bowl 55.
Season number 101 of the NFL might have been the most unconventional yet, but we have made it through together, and now the eyes of the sporting world fall on us here tonight, as it is the night we crown a champion. And all of us here at EA Sports so proud to bring you Super Bowl 55 from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, and it's a matchup full of intrigue. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the NFC champions. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 45 yards. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Charles, the Bills come into this one still seeking that elusive first-ever Super Bowl title.
Hard to believe they don't have one, because you have to remember, back in the day, as the kids like to say, they went there 4 straight times. Super Bowls 25, 26, 27, and 28. They lost to some of the giants of the NFL at that time, though. They lost to the Giants. That was the first one. They lost to Washington, and they lost to Dallas twice. Some great names on those Bills teams. Jim Kelly at quarterback. Marv Levy was their head coach. Where would you rather be than right here, right now? I used to love when he would say that. Thurman Thomas on that team, but they never won one. Had a best chance against the Giants in the first one. Came up a field goal short. Hard to believe this Bills franchise, no Super Bowl wins.
Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they are back again in the big game. It's their 4th appearance, but all coming since the year 2000, Charles.
They've been in it 3 times total, right? Lost 2 prior, right? Lost once in Detroit to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Remember, Mike Holmgren was the head coach of that team. And then they lost that heartbreaker to the New England Patriots when Russell Wilson was picked off. But the win, oh, it was magnificent. That was back in the New York, New Jersey metropolitan area, Super Bowl 48. And remember, they just rolled over the Denver Broncos of Peyton Manning in that one. They'd like to have that kind of performance again in this one.
Makes the score Bills 3.
3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Russell Wilson leads out the Seattle Seahawks offense. The veteran Wilson, a 3rd-round pick back in 2012.
Gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to pull on the uniform there. The beginning of his career, he was a so-called game manager. Take care of the football and rely on the defense. Now, in this stage of his career, the offense runs through him, and it runs very well.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. to start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Man open left side is Brown. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Lead to John Brown. It's a gain of 5.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Allen now looks to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills will add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Here's Reed. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
brings up 2nd and
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Chris Carson, and that's good.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
A nice gain of 21 yards. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 17-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Makes it 3rd and
On 3rd down. Carson, and he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Being chased out left. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone. And that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll drop to throw. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Seahawks, nothing.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down he'll go at the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Anthony Edwards, number 1.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Ball carrier.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Now a give, right side. It's Carson, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Jerry Hughes on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it.
Number 3, Russell Wilson.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running down.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
That he'll decide to not bring this one out. Their drive will begin.
Territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
6-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Reed on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Now Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. On first down, Allen. It's hauled in by Lee Smith. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the blitz coming, and down he goes. Bruce Irvin coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And now nothing but green ahead of him. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. He's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Wilson to Metcalf that time. 1st down, Seattle. A chance now to get even. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Two is
Take
James
it in the end
Wiseman.
zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25 yards.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To the air, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. And the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up on the clock.
Incomplete.
The tight end, Lee Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
And 10 yards to go.
A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight. As we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. In our game has been Russell Wilson, who was dynamic, as usual, in that first half. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super
Third, we take that.
Super Bowl 55. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
To DK Metcalf.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 46-yard line.
Here's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 39. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First and 10.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Brought down by Tre'Davious White. A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
They run again with Carson. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Carson.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up second and
now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a first and 10 at the 11.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Wilson, flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 10 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 38. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up third down.
They go play action now. Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Receiving team. Don't do us like that.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
15-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen. And Beasley with it over the middle. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Smith catches left side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And again, it's Allen. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now Allen again. And that's caught by Beasley. And out across midfield down to the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Allen to throw once more. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. I'll tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block.
And the pressure gets to him again. L.J. Collier. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Allen now looks to throw. The left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And if they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. One final try here for Allen. And no, it's incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. first down, a run with Hyde. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
7 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Wilson to throw. And caught left side, Olsen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run high, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off by a Carlos Hyde touchdown run.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Eric thinks you're gay.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. They go read option with Wilson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
Offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Here's Wilson. They go screen pass to Hyde. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports. This is the last opportunity to re-sign your players or they'll become free agents. All combine stats, such as the 40-yard dash, are now available in scouting. Each player has a combine grade. Now, this score represents how well the combine performance tells you how players' speed. Welcome to Draft Week. All the effort you spend scouting comes down to this. Start the draft whenever you're ready.
The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. Hold on now. This pick is trading teams. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock.